Okay, now let's say you want to add clothing to the character. What you could do, and by the way, I just took the image planes and I hid them. Okay, now it's going to be kind of more freeform, and I can kind of be more creative. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave symmetry on Object X, but I'm going to select this thing, or the body, and I'm going to click on this magnet icon, and that's going to make it live. And if I'm in the outliner, I can see that it turns green. Okay, now I can go like this. I can go over here to button 1, and I can go down to quad draw. And now when I click on the model, I can click, 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 and then if I hold down shift, it forms a polygon, but that polygon is sitting right on the model. Okay, and I can also move it, and you can see how it slides around on the surface. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of create a shirt, and you can see that I'm grabbing the corner polygons, and I'm just going to kind of get something going here. And when it comes to the center here, I'm going to kind of pull this like that, and you can see how it now merges. Okay, and what I'm focused on is I'm going to focus on the more the neckline. So I'm going to go like this, click, click, shift, click, click, shift, and I'm going to go like that. Okay, cool. And now I'm also going to kind of do the arm. So I'm going to go like that. And there's a point where I do have to kind of break away from it. So I'm going to go like that. There we go. And I want to kind of form a circle under, you know, kind of obviously under the armpit. There we go. Nice. Okay. And I can, again, move that in place. If I want to add an edge loop, I can hold down Control, and that'll add another edge loop in there. Okay. And now I'm trying to think about how I'm going to kind of transition. So I feel like I can go like that or like that. Or I can delete some. So if I go Control Shift, you can see that I can delete these. So if I change my mind, and if I wanted to go like this instead, Control Shift, there we go. And now you can see that I've got a nice loop around there and a nice loop around the neck. And I feel like I kind of like that. I kind of like creating my initial loops first of where I need to go. And then I'm going to have kind of a loop here. This is going to be the bottom of the shirt. And then I kind of worry about how I'm going to connect everything afterwards. Aha, there we go. Now I can come in here, and if I can just hold down Shift and connect, Shift. Yeah, I feel like that might be a little bit cleaner way to connect that. And then here, I think what I'll do is I'll go like that. There we go. And then I can continue this process. Excellent. And this is the easy part. I don't have to make too many decisions here. What I'm doing is I'm trying to get a nice kind of even grid coming out, you know, across. And if I hold down Shift, I can smooth it out. It's even going to be nicer. Aha, there we go. Now, if I look here, I'm going to continue this process here. And eventually I can't just keep going, you know, forever. So I have to kind of split off. So I'm thinking that maybe what I'll do, maybe I'll get rid of that one. Let's see. What if I did this? Yeah, so maybe like, again, see, yeah, I'm kind of deciding. So let's see if I go like this. Now maybe, yeah, maybe I go like that, and I can see that kind of trained, or that kind of changed that position, because I do want everything to be a quad if possible. And I'm trying to make this so it's all kind of just perfect squares. There we go. Nice. And again, this is going to come down here. And if this is getting too stressed, I can kind of, again, put an edge loop in between there. Hold down Shift, smooth out. And then this, I can see that eventually this will kind of work its way into like this. And I feel like the more that you do this, the easier this looks, but you got to really think about what I'm doing here. It's really easy to kind of get tangled up. What I'm doing is I'm trying to get like nice horizontal rows and also vertical rows. And you can see that this row, again, if I hold down Control, it'll go all the way around, and that's nice and clean. Once I have kind of a horizontal row, the rest is kind of easy because now I can just kind of go like this and finish the horizontal row. Everyone has a friend. And if I know, I can just click, 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 and I'm just matching it with the one above it. And then I can kind of hold down Shift and just kind of go like that. And that's a little bit faster. Okay. Looking at the center here. There we go. I want to make sure that that snaps. There we go. Again, holding down Shift to snap. Or I'm sorry, Shift to smooth. And we might have to put in more kind of edge loops. That's fine. That'll be really easy to do. Like, for example, I can see that that's kind of getting away from us, so I can put another edge loop in. And now I can kind of hold down Shift and smooth over. Whoa, maybe an edge loop here, that's fine. Again, smooth over. I want to be careful that I don't like stress it too much. Okay, and it looks like it stopped right here. That's not a good sign. What that generally means is that it wasn't connected at the center, so I'm going to Control Shift click to delete. Again, I'm seeing it stop there, so I'm a little worried. I might have to kind of manually delete. I can see something as weird as here. There we go. Now let's try. Yeah, so if it goes all the way around, that's a good sign. Again, hold down Shift. Okay, excellent. Now I'm going to continue this process. This may seem tedious, but I feel like really it's not too bad compared to the alternatives. I feel like what's nice is that we're not thinking three-dimensionally. We're just thinking about kind of getting the garment on, if you will, because it's all going to be form-fitting. Now I can just hold down Shift, connect it here, and if it doesn't have a friend to connect to, Control click, and now it does. There we go. Control click. Again, I want these vertical lines. There we go. Just holding down Shift. Whoa. If it doesn't connect perfectly, I want to make sure again that that's closed up. There we go. Nice. There we go. Now again, hold down Shift, smooth over. Just holding down Shift. And I think through here, I'm going to maybe use the average vertices and really kind of when it's not magnetized. Okay, cool. Yeah, so now I think what I'll do is I'll go back to my select tool, select her and unmagnetize, and now it turns, you know, not green. And then if I come back in here, I can isolate this by when this is selected, I can click on this for isolate select. And now I can come in here and I can maybe select some of these and I'll try the average vertices. And again, I'll press G to average vertice, G to average vertice. And now it's whoa, and I can see right here that that broke apart. So I need to merge these. I want to make sure that the center lines are merged. So I'll just select all of these, click on merge. Same with these as well. Okay, excellent. Now, again, if I select these vertices here, maybe like these vertices, maybe, there we go, and maybe not this. Okay, now maybe I'll go to average vertices, and now I can see that that's kind of like, again, loosening up, G, average vertices. There we go. I might have to make some adjustments once I put the body back on, but that's okay. There we go. And now you can see it obviously doesn't feel so skin tight. I'm just pressing G every time. Again, G is repeat last tool. And since my last tool was average vertices, you can see how nice soft effect I'm getting. Yeah, that looks good. It looks form-fitting, but not, again, skin tight. You can determine, you know, obviously whatever look you want. When I go back on here, it might look kind of weird, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to select this. So I right-click, go to Object Mode, select it. Then right-click, go to Face Mode, select over all of it, and then I'll go to Extrude. And I'll pull this out just a little bit like that. Just give it a little bit of thickness, kind of determine how much thickness I want. Then I can come back in here and I can hold down B as in brush with soft select, and then I can kind of pull this out to, again, make sure that no skin is poking through. Same with back here. Then if I need to, again, maybe average vertices, a few of these. I can see that I've got this really kind of, again, complex garment that is, what, you know, really wasn't too bad to make. Shading, turn off X-ray. It's kind of tricky to see. I think like on these right here, that's kind of what I want to adjust. And if the cursor isn't right where it needs to be, I feel like there's something else selected. Aha, now it's more in line with it. I can see that I don't want it to select the underlying form. There we go. Nice. Okay, excellent. So obviously you can make kind of as many adjustments as you need, but at least we kind of have the tools, techniques to understand how to do that. All right, awesome. And if I select this and go mesh display, soften edge, it's going to look softer. All right, very cool.